Hey there, everyone. So, how it's gonna go? Just an overview. We're going to pull up your guys' generals using the Kipper deck, and as well as the Gilded Tarot deck, and then end off your guys' reading with the affirmators. All right. So, what is something generally you guys need to be aware of? Let me see. Okay. Oh my god, this has been coming up for everybody. Why is everyone getting the same message? Some of you guys might have come to this realization that with the thief card, I always associate the thief card as somebody that's either like a liar, cheater, or stealer, basically like the seven of swords energy. Um some of you guys might have came to like had this sort of eureka moment or came to this realization that whoever this person is isn't really willing forward to make any sort of offer, isn't willing to put in any sort of effort, isn't really worth basically anything at this point, you know what I mean? Because we got the toil and labor in reverse as well as the gift in reverse. So if you guys were expecting a commitment from this person or whatever, you might as well forget about it because I don't see this person offering it for those of you guys if that seems to resonate. Um and then I feel like some of you guys already came to the conclusion that this person wasn't going to do anything anyways, but I feel like for some reason for some of you guys needed the confirmation for some reason. Um Make sure you guys are taking care of your guys' health because we got the bad health. So make sure your guys' health is doing all right. Just as a precaution. But we'll have to see exactly what that is. But this doesn't have to be just in regarding to your guys' health. I just said that as a general sense. But I do want to also say be aware of also like whether this is your guys' health or another person's health, I'm getting that there might be a particular person, primarily getting somebody, since it says main male, so anybody that's like a male, like a guy, that probably lives in your guys' house or something like that, because we got the house card and bad health. So be aware of anybody we're going in towards your guys' like somebody in your guys' mind and relationship, so there could be a particular person you're involved with that might have some sort of bad health. Just something for you guys to be aware of. Make sure their health is doing all right or they're doing okay. It doesn't have to be something serious or major. It could also just be some sort of like maybe anxiety and depression or some other sort of things, right? But just in case, just to make sure that not only that they're physically healthy, but also that they're mentally and emotionally healthy as well too. Just something for you guys to be aware of. Also be aware of any sort of scams or things like that. Make sure you guys are reading through, make sure you guys are reading the fine print, making sure that everything is what it's said to be, no illegal action and things like that. Also I do want to say that during this time don't get too lazy as well. Like even though like day by day goes by, just because it seems like as if nothing's really much happening, I feel like don't stop. Make sure you guys keep your guys mojo on because I feel like you guys could potentially become bored or end up being lazy and things like that. So just to make sure, just know to keep your guys' game up in regarding to that. I do see you guys also potentially getting a house. It's been coming up for everybody. Just another thing for you guys to be aware of. Okay, what about in regarding to your guys' career and finances? Some of you guys might find out that this one particular job, career, or whatever that you guys had sort of in mind that you guys might not look up to it anymore. You guys might have came to the conclusion that probably this is not what you guys are meant to do, probably what not the best type of career for you guys. I see some of you guys I do want to say be careful if you guys are especially switching from one job to another, from one career to another, because I feel like it could lead to some sort of misfortune because we got change reverse as well as great fortune in reverse. Make sure you guys are deciding on like a particular job or career and things like that because I feel like if you keep going back and forth, it could lead to some sort of financial issues in the long run, including your guys' abundance and things like that, is kind of what I'm getting here. So just something for you guys to be aware of, very specific. Let's go on to your guys' gilded tarot portion. Let me see here. What is something in general you guys need to be aware of? Okay, you pulled up the house card. You know what that means. Some of you guys might be changing your guys' living situation, buying a new house, or whatever is also on. Some of you guys could be already establishing a family. For some of you guys, I'm getting a potentially wedding. For those of you guys already in a relationship, somebody might pop the question. A lot of that stuff happening. Basically, I just see great fortune regarding to those fields. Um, hold on. Let's. Okay. Let me just clarify this one thing. There's a particular person I'm primarily getting earth sign, a lot of earth. They could also have some sort of fire in their chart. There could have been a particular person. I don't know if you guys are already with this person or whatever. This is on your guys' general portion, but it is talking about it could also be somebody you guys have lived with or you guys had talked about starting a family or living with. I feel like that is one significant detail that really stands out about this person. Either you guys actually live with this person or you guys have talked about living with each other and like starting a family. I feel like you guys were upset because you guys came to the realization that whoever this person is talked about wanting to start this whole commitment and things like that, but you guys might have been upset because you guys came to realize how very slow paced they are about everything is kind of what I'm getting here. Hold on. Let me. What is this? You guys might have found out that this person might have been very slow paced, taking things one step at a time, like very much taking their time is kind of what I'm getting in regarding to those like serious decisions. I'm also getting some of you guys might find out that they would like find excuses like not to get like not exactly excuses, but they would try to like I don't want to say avoid it either, but I want to say like they try to like kinda, like, go around it a little bit, find ways to, like, kind of move around it and be like, "Okay, yeah, 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 I'll do that, then that." But really, they're not, like, taking it seriously, like, they're saying that they will do that and things like that, but you kinda really don't see the progress, if that makes any sense, like, they might say, like, "Oh, we'll get a new house, we'll start a family," or whatever, right? But, that's just all talk and, them not actually doing any action, right? So that is basically kind of the energy that I'm seeing here. Um, for some of you guys, I'm also getting they might also have a bit of some sort of like ego issues, is kind of what I'm getting here. Some of them they might be upset because they don't get a lot of attention. This particular person might like try to get attention from other people. Like it doesn't have to be relationship wise. I'm just getting like a sense of like in general, like they don't feel important enough, that they don't get a lot of attention. Some of them they might have had like abandonment issues when they were a kid or something like that. I feel like they know for the fact that they probably don't feel like they're worthy enough to even be in a commitment or a relationship. I feel like they don't even feel like they're ready. But they're doing that just so they can appear like they're confident and things like that. And I also get that they are kind of a bit lazy as well with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Like, they don't put a lot of hard work. Like, they know that they could potentially do much more than they can, but they still choose to, like, stay in that, like, low vibrational energy, stay in that. same job that they've been probably dreading for many years now and complaining about and things like that. Some of them, they might also complain how they don't like their financial situation, things like that, even though they could have just made some sort of effort to like choose a different job or whatever. Um is kind of what I'm getting. I don't really hold on. I don't really see a good start between you two. If I'm being honest, I feel like eventually you guys would like shut each other out because we got the Queen of Swords. You might end up becoming very cold or distant from this person because you come to realize like they're an attention seeking whore and that they're really lazy and they don't like to get up off their ass and things like that, is kind of what I'm getting here. Like they could literally not just be like, very lazy, but it's just that like you could be also constantly like pushing them to like try to do better, but it's like, they've always been happy, stuck in their comfortable place, and they don't feel like moving out where they're mostly comfortable at and things like that. And it's like basically they'll say, "Yeah, yeah, I'll do this and that." Like for example, you tell them to go and get the groceries, right? But then they will be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'll go get the groceries." And then next thing you know, they end up not doing it or they end up forgetting it or something like that. It's kind of what I'm getting here. I just don't see like a really new fresh start, and I feel like if you basically don't end this situation or put your foot down, I feel like this cycle is going to keep on continuing. Is kind of what I'm getting here. So just something for you guys to be aware of. It's already getting straight into your guys' relationship, but we'll go a little bit more deeper into it. Um, yeah, and I don't want you guys saw this, whoever this person is that you guys are thinking about, to be a too much of a burden. You're tired of carrying everything for them and doing most of the work. Some of you guys are even wondering if this person is even worth the investment. Some of you guys might find out that this person is very passionate, very like emotionally, like not emotionally, but like very likes like the intimacy, really likes like the passionate energy between you two, the passionate exchange. But in regarding to like actual stability and the commitment, it's just like it really sucks really bad, is kind of what I'm getting here. I'm getting some of you guys are coming to realize that like it's not even worth planting any seeds with this person or even like investing any of your guys' energy or time with this person. I feel like you guys even came to that realization that you should stop doing it because you feel like that there's like no good outcome between you two. So for some of you guys may be right. Yeah, King of Swords. We're just pulling up a lot of that swords energy. You guys, I feel like I just honestly don't see. I mean, if you guys do end up being in a relationship, I don't see you guys to be. But if you guys are, or if you guys, planning on being with this person, I just see you guys being very emotionally cold and distant towards each other. I don't see, you know, some of you guys might even choose to ignore the situations and just carry all the burden. But, would you really want to have to deal with all of that? I mean, that's for you guys to choose. I honestly, some of you guys might, I don't like this. I feel like there's a bit of fickleness between you two as well, where it's like this one person is like, having one foot in, one foot out kind of energy as well. And it's like, do you guys really want that fickleness like energy, especially since you guys are both cold and detached towards one another? It's like, is it really worth the investment, right? Is kind of what I'm getting. What about for those of you guys that are single? Well, first of all, you guys need to open up. You're not going to get anywhere with that closed off energy and choosing to reject and ignore people. I feel like, Capricorn, if I'm being honest, I feel like if you could just open up just a little bit, not be too picky, just open your heart up a little bit, just have a little mercy to open your heart out. I feel like there is a very good chance you could potentially meet your guys' true desired person. No lie. We got the Ace of Cups and we got the Star. What does that exactly tell me? That is one heck of a fairy tale, like true love right there. If you just open your heart out just a little bit and be vulnerable just a tiny bit, I feel like you could be potentially with what's so called your one true love. With the star card, could even be the particular person that you've always wished you wanted to be with. Could also have like a lot of I'm getting a lot of air. Could also have Aquarius in their chart. I'm also getting they could be a water sign as well, is also kind of what I'm getting here. How will you know who this person is? Yeah, we're pulling up a lot of water. They could have a little bit of trouble opening up and being emotionally vulnerable, but I feel like it's due to like past like experiences. Overall, I feel like they could even be the one that potentially initiates the communication. I feel like whoever this person is like very bright, very outgoing. I would say whoever this person is loves to talk a lot. Something it's about them like they love talking a lot, they love communicating. They'll probably be even the first person to go and initiate the contact themselves. Another thing I'm getting, they could that's one story, but another story I'm getting is also they could be like the type of person that like travels or moves around a lot. That's for a specific one of you guys. Something to do with travels, but I feel like for some of you guys, they could also be related to fashion or like fashion designing or something like in regarding to like helping other people and humanitarianism or like in some sort of nursing or a doctor or something like that. That's another thing that's popping up. That's because of the Queen of Cups is why I'm saying. But also I'm getting a lot of traveling as well. Um I'm getting that whoever this person is, like, is really good at communication. They really know how to talk to people. They really know how to socialize. It's just that they're not very vulnerable when it comes to their emotions. So they probably will not be the type of person to be like very open about how they feel about you, but they'll be very communicative. I feel like you guys' communication would be really like swell and way off too. I feel like whoever this person is very curious, has a very asks a lot of questions, has a very curious mind because of the Page of Pentacles. They could be like a bit like a scholar type of mindset. They could like be really curious about everything, ask a lot of questions. Might also be interested a little bit in like philosophy or philosophical things is also kind of what I'm getting here. Could be somebody very young as well, very young. Could be just getting started on their new job or career is also kind of what I'm getting here, but still very attractive is kind of what I'm getting here too. That's I feel like what is the outcome between you two? Mm. Let me see what the magician is here for. I do see there potentially could be some sort of manipulative tactics between you two. And Adam, I'm not saying that all, I'm not pinpointing all of that towards this other person. I'm getting it from the both of you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting that from the both of you. So I don't want you to go around blame. I am getting a little bit of mind games and head games involved in here. And I feel like both of you guys just need to really cut that out. And I feel like it's mainly because of the people you guys experienced in the past. You guys, I feel like in the beginning, you guys are going to be kind of like scared to open up. And for that reason, is why there's going to be a little bit of head games and mind games, a little bit of head butting as well. I feel like there might be also issues about somebody being vulnerable, but I feel like with the Three of Swords in reverse, I feel like what's really great about this person though is even though I get that none of you guys being able to really initiate, expressing your emotions to another, I feel like what's really interesting is how you guys can be very open about some of the past trauma or tragedies, not exactly related to like just relationships. It could just be in general, like some of the abuse you guys probably went through, some of the emotional traumatic experiences you guys been through. I feel like you guys are able to understand each other from a deep perspective and be able to kind of like heal with one another, right? Like a bit of mutualism between you two. And I feel like that's a beautiful energy. And that's like your guys' outcome is kind of what I'm getting here. Um, but I feel like it's a little bit rocky ahead due to, a little bit of trust issues. So I would say be aware of that. Make sure you guys are vulnerable and open, right? Is kind of what I would recommend for you guys. Um, what about your guys' career and finances? Some of you guys could be potentially going into schooling, getting some sort of certification, a degree of some sort, learning a new skill as well too. Is kind of what I'm getting here because of the Knight of Swords, which is all about pursuing wisdom and education, right? I see your guys' intuition improving so much as well with the High Priestess. I see you guys being very free spirited. Why is the Ten of Cups in reverse though? That's the real question. I'm getting your guys' finance is gonna be really good. Your guys' because we got the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about like immense financial stability. But I feel like the only issue is the fact that you guys don't have that sort of emotional stability. I'm getting in regarding to family as well. Some of you guys might be upset in regarding to your guys' household as well, to the fact with the world in the reverse, like you guys don't get to like either express yourself freely or go out freely or do things that you guys always wanted is kind of what I'm getting here. I just feel like this is not exactly specific to your guys' career and finances, but apparently it has some sort of effect. I mainly see like anything in regarding to like intuition, spiritual practices is going to be really good for you guys though, is what I have to say. And I feel like whatever that thing is going to take off immensely, but I feel like there might be some sort of issues in regarding to like household, family, just something regarding emotionally. And I feel like it's mainly the fact that you guys have to be like self-enclosed and not very open about these sort of things, or just in general, not being able to go out more or do more is kind of what I'm getting here. Um, yeah, let's go and close off your guys' reading with the affirmator. So I see your guys' intuition like improving so much. So like you guys like reaching towards another stage of enlightenment, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Story of my life. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn the Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. So it's okay to express yourself too, because everybody's life is a story, right? So, I hope you guys liked your reading. Hopefully, it helped and it resonated for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.